god. There we go. Show off a few tricks? Sure. I'm gonna reset this run. But yeah, I can show off some tricks. So what's the best place to show this? I'm trying to think of... Right, I guess this is good. Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do in a minute is called a wall jump, and basically that allows you to get extra height, which you're not meant to get, and that can be used all throughout the run to do loads of sequence breaks or lots of time savers. So for example, instead of pushing the boiler over here, if you stand on a specific pixel, so this pixel, and if you dash towards the wall and then turn around just before you hit the wall and jump and then move towards the wall again, this will happen. So now I'm up here, and you're not meant to be inside a block like this, but this gives you extra height, so now you can just jump up there. It's pixel and frame perfect, but it's not as hard as it sounds. And you can keep retrying like this. Another place where it's used is, I guess I'll show you this off. So I want a zombie. And I stand in the correct place, and then I'll perform a wall jump and land on this spot, and then hold A, and once I become a zombie I can just jump up here. And then I can get that key like that, which saves so much time. So yeah, wall jumps are used throughout the run. Like there. I never get that first try. So this means you can get the green chest before the grey chest. I don't think you even get a grey chest in any percent. But yeah, wall jumps are used throughout. And they're tough to learn, but once you get used to them, they're really not that bad. Another trick, which you can only do in this level and East 4, is when you're at the bottom of a slope and it gets cancelled by a crawl space like this. It messes with Wario's hitbox, and now I can break blocks without having to dash, which I'll show in a second, in here. So after activating that glitch, I can just walk through the blocks, like this. And it also lets you just walk into enemies. Which is pretty useful. And then to cancel the glitch you have to dash into a wall. I didn't realise Wario has a different animation if you do that. But yeah, if you dash into a wall it'll cancel it, I think if you fall into the water as well, but I'm not certain about that. Ah. Do what? What do you want me to do, Arius? There's also screen scrolling, which can be done in multiple ways. One of them isn't viable because you have to press A every frame basically. But this one you can, at the top of a ladder on in certain places, like you can scroll the screen up and down like so. You can mash down. I'm not sure how fast or slow you have to do it. Like, I don't know why Wario ground pounds sometimes. But once I get this glitch... Ah! You can probably hear me mashing like crazy. So now the screen scrolled, and basically the game thinks I'm still on top of the ladder. Like, this is hard to explain. Basically, this is the ladder I was on top of, and doing that scrolls the screen down, and it's basically the same collision, but now you'll notice I can get the key like that, and then if I save warp, I'm at the chest. So basically, I was jumping across these blocks just now. You wouldn't have been able to see them because of the screen scroll, but I was jumping on them, and then I dropped down to here, which was where the key was. Like, it doesn't scroll the keys or anything. Like, the game thought the collision... I was on this collision... Oh, I don't know how to explain it, but... Basically, the game thought I was here, but I was able to get the key, if that makes sense. I'm really bad at explaining. So yeah. You get the gist of it? Yeah, once you understand how it works, it's not too bad. The same thing also happens here. It can only be done at night, and here. You basically tap down and then A, and you do this repeatedly and it scrolls the screen upwards. And eventually... oh man, this is slow. I usually do this much faster. but I haven't done this in a while. Okay, there we go. Now I'm here, and now basically the game thinks I'm down the bottom, but I can do things like get these coins. And then here I can get this and jump up, and now I fixed it, so now the collision is correct, or the scrolling is correct. So basically I dashed through here and then climbed up here. Are the golf areas the same? What do you mean? Oh, I think I know what you mean. So I think the golf games depend on... I'm not actually too sure. I did see someone get like a harder version of golf in Glitchless on the second golf game, which I failed, but I've always gotten the easier golf games, so I'm not sure what causes like I don't know what causes when it becomes harder or not. Yeah, this game is really broken. If you want to see the game even more broken, you should watch an any percent run. Like, not no major glitches or glitchless, but actual any percent. Because in South 3, the tower, you can do some pretty crazy sequence breaking, and I can guarantee you, as soon as you see it, you won't understand what's going on. Like, I still don't know what's going on, it just breaks the game. Yeah. Yeah, the golf is set. Like, once you know... once you know what the golf games look like, you can, like, guess where to... or how far to shoot a ball. Instead of, like, scrolling to the right. What else can I show? I guess I could show off a sequence break, even though it's basically the same glitch. Oh, I don't have a item. So, in order for East to become day, you have to collect 2 certain items. But once you unlock East 4, normally you can't reach Owl. Okay, that wasn't meant to happen. But normally you can't reach Owl, because you can't jump high enough. Because I have the high jump boots already, I can jump high enough. But let's respawn the Owl, hopefully, yeah. So in order to sequence break, you can just do a simple wall jump. Well, not simple, it's a pretty tough wall jump. And then you can do this. And then you can basically get the high jump boots much earlier than intended. Because normally you can't reach this place during the night until you get the high jump boots. What other glitches are there? I guess I could show off like water wall jumps. It's basically the same sort of concept as wall jumping, but like you stand on a specific spot, but you do stuff slightly differently. So I know this spot works. Like I'm lining up the white line in the background with the spot in between Wario's shoes. And then once you're in the spot, you dash into the water without holding anything. When you go to the wall you want to get a wall jump out of, then you go left or away from the wall for 1 pixel, I think. I think it's 1 pixel. And once you jump out you turn towards the wall like that. And that basically skips this entire level. Yeah, those spikes are actually pretty tough. Like I still fail them a lot. But once you get used to the owl, it's not too bad. It's not easy though. I want to show off a really cool trick in here. I could get a video though. I haven't done this trick in ages, and it takes a lot of practice. Where is this video? Is this it? YouTube's buffering. Right, that's a simplified version of what we used to do. Like, we used to have an even harder strat for that, but this one is much easier. But once you watch it, you'll have no idea what's going on. Because everything's just messed up. And you have to do that twice in any percent. Thanks, Sid. Yeah. I'm glad you think so, Sid. Also, how's it going? Where's... I could show off spider skip. This is a really tough skip right at the end of the game. Oh wait, this isn't my spider skip file. Or save. That's fine. Yeah, you wouldn't know about it, Arius. This was like a year ago. Oh my god, RNG. Okay, good. So basically, I want to stand in a specific spot. So here. And then I want to throw the ball up. And then I want to dash jump, hold up, and hold A. And I'll get a wall jump. And then I'll turn towards the wall and stand and end up in the wall, and then if I timed it correctly, the spider will spit out balls towards me, and then I can hop off one and then jump up on top. It sounds really complicated, and it is. I didn't get to jump for that. Like, this is a really tough trick, and what makes it even worse is that not only is it like really perfect in terms of frames, like you have barely any frames to do this, but it's right at the end as well. Like, I think I jumped a frame too late for that. I'm not sure, I forgot the frames exactly, but basically you have 2 frames to dash and 1 frame to jump. Ah, like I wanted to land on top of that and jump onto the top. But now it's just sort of a bubbly brain thing in a bottle. I've never had a lava lamp, but they do look cool. Hey Nick, thanks for the host, how's it going? Oh damn, what did you do, Nick? I mean, I probably wouldn't know because I haven't played Hat in Time, which I'm assuming that's what you're playing. Yeah, I've never had a lava lamp. I don't think. Oh, come on. Like, you see, even in practice, it's tough to get this trick. So imagine that at the end of a, like, 1.5 hour run. Or longer. Or shorter if you're doing any percent. Like that. And that just skips the entire spider fight, which I don't know if it's easier or not to do the spider. Like, the spider fight itself is tough because of RNG, and this skip itself is tough because of how precise it is. Alright, I want to practice a fish. Ah. Oh, you missed the skip. I guess I could try it again. I might actually highlight this. And like upload it to YouTube or something. Because people have been asking for tutorials for this game. And I did say I would make some. I haven't gotten around to like a major tutorial yet, like covering the entire category. Oh, damn. But for the moment this is good. It will look later, alright. Basically it's just a really tough skip at the end of a run. Luckily it's not done in glitchless. Wait, what's this? Well, they have to warm up first. And sometimes leads to weird shapes. Oh, that might have been late. I think this is when the bird crosses. Ah! Okay, I messed up. I want to practice this. So I want to land in the water, then... Wait, did it miss a cheese? So land in the water, jump up, dash jump across. Do that as soon as possible. And stay on the bird. Jump on as soon as it crosses over. Then you land in the water and then do that. Do you want to create a route yourself, or do you want to see other people's routes? Because I could send you my 100% splits if you want, and then the only real routing then would be for music coin routes, which you can see by watching Vlak's 100% world record. Also, I want to go over the rabbit football game, or soccer. I guess... nah. It should be fine. Also this. So for this boss, what you want to do is, as soon as the thing jumps out of the water, you want to hold down and then B? I think it's B, yeah. B to attack the enemy once. I'm not sure what this thing is meant to be, so I'm just gonna call it the boss. So you hit the boss once, and as soon as it jumps out of the water the second time, you want to jump to the left, and then grab on again, then jump back to the right and ground pound it. And then for the third hit, it's the same as the first, you just hit it as soon as it comes out. Oh, what? But yeah, this boss is still tough, even with this strat. But I find it makes it easier. I think you have to wait a bit for the third hit. I'm not sure. This used to work easy. Yo, Hellfoes, thanks for the good luck. And the host, how was Banjo? I'm assuming you didn't get a run going, unfortunately. Yeah, you have to wait a slight second for the third hit. So yeah, it's just do that for the first hit as soon as it comes up. And once it comes up the second time, you jump to the left and then to the right and ground pound. And for the third hit, you want to wait a sec after it comes up and then do that. Today was not the day. Damn. You seem to have gotten some pretty good segments today though. Although I don't run banjo, so it might have been bad. But they looked good to me. You'll take my route first. Then once you get used to running it, you'll make your own. Fair enough. I do want to make my own route as well. Like currently, I think I have Vlax's route. I might have changed it a bit. But I want to... I want to implement something into the run which would save time if it works, but I messed up some of my other splits for another category by doing that, and I need to remake those. Soccer is easy. Soccer is really easy once you get used to it. Alright. I don't have high jump. No problem. I wanted to do something like this for a long time, like some sort of tutorial. But just to like finish the explanations and stuff. For this, you want to... What I do is I go right, and then I listen to the rabbit, and on its like third or fourth sound it makes, I bump into the turtle, like just walk into him. And once the rabbit jumps down, you jump on him, and then I wait for him to bounce once. Then on the second bounce, at the top of his jump, you want to dash jump into it. And then... Actually, I'll explain that a bit later. So third or fourth hit, second bit. And then here, I want to stand like... I stand like on the right side of this blue guy in the background. Like, I want to stand a bit to the left of where I am now. And then, once the rabbit comes, I jump on his head. And then I walk into him, I think, twice? Maybe once. And then I'll dash jump once it reaches the height of its jump again. And then repeat. So like that. Once. Yeah, once is enough if you get something like that. I wasn't sure the first time because it seemed a long way away. You can get another type of hit which works like that, but I don't go for that because it's risky. I think you dash jump into him like just before the height of its jump. Like if it's too far to the left. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Also, I guess I'll explain Rudy. So, this is a strat I made myself, and it's pretty easy. Basically, once the fight starts, you want to jump and ground pound its hand, then get two You get one hit in, then quickly grab the hand again and get another hit in. And you want to grab the hand, wait a second, and then jump, so that when he pounds his other hand, you don't drop the hand you're carrying. Then you want to get 2 quick hits in again. So do this 1, 2, wait a bit, 1. I waited too short for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you usually do it? Yeah. I never knew how to do soccer until I started running this game, and then I just figured it out. And now it's super easy. I wonder if you can do Rudy.